Hey guys, we, Laura, David, and I, Catalina, are going to tell you a new version of the James and the Giant Peach book. It's the same old story with the poor boy who lost his parents and then went to live with. Okay, I will better let you hear the story. So, let's do it.
James, Pegasus, and the Giant Peach. Once upon a time, there was a child called James. He was only 6 years old, and his parents had died because his aunts poisoned them to keep all their money. James didn't have another option than staying with his aunts. Poor James, his life was so sad and bad. He had to do all the stuff at his house, and his aunts didn't treat him well. He felt alone in this world because he had no friends but imagination to escape from that poor life he was carrying on his shoulders by himself. He used to imagine himself traveling to another country called London where he could have friends and a happy life. One day, James was looking for his book and suddenly he found a mysterious thing that was hidden under the floor. He took it and he thought he had to put it under the ground, so he went outside the house and he did it. The next day, James woke up and realized that the last night he put those things under the floor, so he walked there and saw what had happened with those strange things. Suddenly, he felt amazed because he found a huge peach. He tried to touch it, but immediately his aunts showed him, "Go to your room." The aunts earned money by the peach because it was an unknown type of fruit, so they decided to gain benefits in order to get rich.
Nevertheless, James was so curious that he didn't stand his anxious and he went to the peach. He touched it and suddenly a door opened in front of his eyes. He went inside the peach, inside the door, and he found a lot of animals, giant animals who could talk in a normal way, like a human. anyway, all those things that had happened to James was so wonderful that he didn't want to come out from there, from the peach. But there was such a big problem. The peach got as big as New York, and the branch which held it in the tree just got broken. So the peach started to roll down the hill, killing all the animals, all the people, his sons included, and everything, until the peach and James and his friends got to the sea finally. James fell asleep because he was so tired because of the heavy trip, but anyway, the next day he saw something shiny by the end of their side, something marvelous, something shiny and wonderful. It was a horse with wings. His name was Pegasus, an special horse of the Greek mythology. After a few minutes of questions, because James and his friends wanted to know all about the Pegasus the horse, James just told to Pegasus that he wanted him to help him because they were kidnapped by a giant fish. So Pegasus was a pretty helpful and kindly animal, so he decided to help James and his friends to get to London, where he would meet a family who could adopt him because he had no parents, no aunts, nothing. So this is how it is. This family adopted James, and it was curious at the time because James' adopted father got a lot of boats. So by this time, James asked his dad to go on one boat to rescue his friends who had left in the middle of the sea. After a week of heavy searching, they found them and they live in harmony in London. What about Pegasus? He became a member of this family as well as a means of transport for them.
Well, this is how the story ends. We hope you have liked it and enjoyed it. Thank you for your time. See you.